How's all, and welcome back to another video of Look Be a Landlord. We're still playing the Exhausted Developer mod. I'll show them details up on screen now. This is a mod which adds a very rare item called the Exhausted Developer, which gives 1 coin per spin for every hotfix the game has received since its last content patch, which is currently 37 coins. So let's jump in. We are on floor number 3. Big change here is rent payment 8 costs 25 more, so it shouldn't be too difficult. And as always, if you're enjoying the videos, don't forget to give them a like, I'd really appreciate it. We could take a goose. It's not great, but I guess we might get a golden egg if we're lucky. A toddler early is fantastic, and I don't mind a goldfish early. You get a few bubbles that can really make quite a lot of money. Let's take a beer. And we made the 25 rent payment with 10 left over, which isn't bad. I don't particularly want any of these. I'll just take the reroll capsule. And green pepper, are we likely to get 3 of the same? Oh, we have a golden egg already. That's fantastic. That's very, very strong. Very rare as well. 1% chance, I think, to get a golden egg. Although I'm not entirely sure if those maths actually end up. Let's take green pepper because I don't like either of these two. I don't find that they're not likely to give me or be used at all generally. Okay, with that golden egg we are quite strong, so I think we can afford a few more skips than we normally would. I'll take an urn because usually you can get rid of that. Candy for the toddler is grand. Do I want a cheese? Do I want to pick up a mouse? We still have quite a lot of removals, so I could pick up a cheese kind of speculatively. Let's make the 50 rent payment with 26 left over. I don't think we need removal capsules. Bar soap is great though, and dwarven anvil I think probably better. We already have 1 beer. So bar soap gives a bubble every spin. We have a fish and a toddler, so that's great. Let's take a dwarf for that beer. Fish got both of them and the toddler got 1 of them. That's great. That's 30 from the fish. I don't want another dwarf, although they do give 2 each. So they're not the worst. I'll take a second dwarf. I don't usually take more than 1 of an eater, but dwarf, because we have the buff to it, isn't too bad. I'll take another bubble. And I'll take another bubble. This is hoping that the goldfish gets them. We make the 100 rent payment with 113 left over, so we're doing really well at the moment. Time capsule, pretty much everything this brings back is fine with me. I'll take it. Birdhouse makes the goose slightly better. So cyan pepper, actually, we could use it at the moment. It would give 2 per turn, and this is something you can't really use on the later levels because of the amount of duds you get, so we'll take it because it's an early level and we can use it. Okay, I'll take a coal for some late game scaling, don't mind that. Let's re-roll here for something else. I'll take a ninja, I guess. It's worth 2. There's a few synergies with it. It's not fantastic, but it's okay. I'll take a tedium capsule. I don't want another dwarf because we have cyan pepper. Let's take another coal, although green pepper will be better, so getting another dwarf, the next dwarf would be worth 3, so not great synergies between these two. Probably should have realized that. We made the 150 rent payment with 170 left over, so this is worth 30. This has the possibility of being worth more, but getting 5 spirits is quite difficult. We'll give it a go though. Red pepper, if every symbol is different, that's unlikely to happen. Practically impossible. The only time it happened with their current deck is if we removed a dwarf and then we got it in the brief moment that coal transformed into diamonds. I'll just take lucky dice, and there's a 5-sided dice. That's great. Bowling ball is just worth 3 per spin, which I think is probably the best of those options. So this basically means this will roll 6 for the next 10 turns, which is fine. Let's take another bubble. Okay, the toddler got it, that's fine. I'll take another bubble. Let's pick up, I guess, a light bulb. We could remove the pearl, and then we have to carry the light bulb until we get a diamond. Isn't great, but we have a few empties, so it's not the worst. Let's take another coal. I feel like we're quite strong at the moment, but late game is definitely where we're going to fall off. So coals are great. We'll skip this. And we made the 225 rent payment with 172 left over. 300 now due in 7 spins. Wine for the dwarf is fantastic, and grave robber is pretty good. Okay, we'll take a white stone. And I'll take another urn. There goes my lucky dice essence. We don't need any of these, let's skip. We should have our coals starting to come in fairly soon. I'll take an essence capsule. And wealthy capsule versus a buffing capsule. To be honest, I think the wealthy capsule will probably give us more gold. Let's take another urn. And we made the 300 rent payment with 150 left over. Ninja mouse essence is pretty good. And golden carrot essence is pretty good. Treasure map essence, sure, why not? And I'll take just an apple for the tree. We could do that. We could re-roll for something better. Let's just take the apple. Time machine is fantastic with the amount of coals we have. That'll give us 2 diamonds, and we should get another 2 before the next rent payment. Let's just get rid of this cherry, get back down to 20 symbols. That's a big boost in gold right there. I'll take a bronze arrow and remove the flower. 46, let's take a watermelon because it's worth 4. 62, I'll take another light bulb for the diamonds. Take a milk for the cat. Let's remove, at this stage, probably the goose, I'm thinking. Yeah, let's get rid of the goose. Or possibly the toddler, actually. Probably should have gotten rid of the toddler. Let's take a removal capsule. And a bubble versus a present. The bubble is better if the goldfish gets to it, otherwise it's 10 worse. It's actually not, the present is better because that gives 10 and the toddler gives 6. So yeah, actually the present is better there. And mega chest, this is the guaranteed very rare, isn't it? Yes. Mega chest is fine, but let's see if we can get something better. Highlander again, fine. Golden arrow, fantastic. That's perfect, just what we're looking for. Okay, we made the 375 rent payment with 335 left over. 450 now due in 8 spins. Let's re-roll this for a pair with 2 arrows, not the worst. And I'll take pink pepper. I'd say we'll be skipping fairly often from now on. Still only got 20 symbols, that's fine. Let's take another coal, sure. That could be our late game plan. Hair is up to 1 already, let's skip this. And I'll take a present, we'll learn from the last time. I'll actually remove the goldfish now. Toddler gets the present straight away. Let's take a light bulb for the diamonds. Let's take a lucky capsule. And Robin Hood is not the worst, actually destroys a few things including apples and doesn't destroy a thief, but we have 2 golden arrows, we have 2 arrows, so it's probably worth it. Let's remove, well, Robin Hood will remove 1 of the apples, so that's fine. Don't need anything here. We'll be skipping most things from now on, I reckon. The deck looks pretty good. We made the 450 rent payment with 536 left over. Rusty gear, we'll work on the diamonds, which is fantastic. Fruit basket is probably not something we'll go for in this run, although with the pair, could be worth taking fruit basket just to get the pair. It's doubling and then removing everything else. We could do that, let's try it. We'll take a strawberry, so in that case, and we'll take Pax Evasion is 1 per turn with Robin Hood. The white pepper is also around 1 per turn. Probably should have taken the white pepper actually, because there's some items you can get that depend on the amount of peppers you have. Let's get rid of the toddler, so we're back down to 20 symbols. Okay, let's take a geologist because it's a geologist. And we'll take another coal. Actually, I shouldn't have taken that geologist. Let's remove the coin. 113 that turn. I'll take this for the geologist. I'll take a beer for the dwarf. I don't want anything here. Take another shiny pebble for the geologist. Take a pearl for the geologist. I'll take the golem, and I'm actually going to switch off dwarven anvil so the geologist gets all of the rocks, ore, I guess. Made the 575 rent payment with 1063 left over. Let's take another golem. Let's take... We're probably not going to go into suits. We have enough stuff going on the deck. Cat is worth 1 per turn. We might get more than 1 egg though, so we'll take this. I think it's time to cut down. Might actually just remove the cat, and this would make the ninja worth 2 and the mouse worth 3. I might just remove the ninja actually. Don't need it. 85 on that turn. Let's skip. Okay, geologist is coming up nicely. Take a tedium capsule. There's the mouse. I probably should have removed the ninja first in case I got a mouse, and then I could remove the mouse after it eats the cheese. Although, no real need. That works out as the same. I still need to use 1 removal capsule, so that doesn't really help. Alright, what we got here? Coconut half. Yes. I think we need 1 more fruit for a fruit basket essence. I'll take a buffing capsule. Could have taken a banana there. Possibly should have. Let's skip this. I could have taken a sapphire for the geologist. I think I have a treasure chest now. Let's skip this. Geologist is well up, 22 per turn. Made the 625 rent payment with 1732. I'll take a compost heap essence, that's fantastic. And cardboard box essence is pretty good. We don't need anything here. Mrs. Fruit is... Nah, not really something we want. A dove though, an amethyst, or a silver arrow. What a choice. I mean, we're winning, so it doesn't really matter. I'll take the silver arrow because it kind of fits in with what we're doing. Let's take lunchbox. We want... Do we have any cats? No. Let's re-roll for a wine is fine, another wine is fine, and a beer is fine. Okay, let's re-roll here for... Don't want another dwarf. We no longer have our toddler, so we won't take the present. Won't take anything here. I don't think a bronze arrow is worth it. Let's take a light bulb for the diamonds. We didn't pick up goldfish bowl. No, we were offered it, but we didn't pick it up. Okay, we don't want anything here. Let's skip. And don't want anything here. Let's take a buffing capsule. I was thinking oyster for the geologist, but that's alright. Made the 675 rent payment with 2,796 left over. There is another pair, which is great. The cardboard box is also quite good. Okay, let's start getting our deck down. 5-sided dice, it's... Oh no, actually ninja next. And then 5-sided dice, it's good, but it just doesn't have any synergies. Like, it's worth 3 on average, so pretty good symbol, but just doesn't have any synergies. We got 300 on that turn. We now have our fruit basket essence online. Let's... Robin Hood does remove billionaires, doesn't he? He does. Let's take it. Let's get rid of... Kind of thinking I'm thinking getting rid of this coconut half, and that's probably it. We have an emerald here. I wonder, did we get that from one of the geologists? Or the geologist breaking one of the ores? Okay, it doesn't really matter. Already won. Lucky capsule is pretty good. Let's take an apple to feed to Robin Hood. Take a shiny pebble for the geologist. Possibly should have taken a time capsule there. Although I guess there's a few things that would give me that isn't great. I'll take an ore for the geologist. And we made the 777 rent payment with 4,583 left over. So a pretty solid run. Got a few eaters early on that gave me a nice buffer of coins. Went heavily into the diamonds and managed to get time machine, which obviously great with the amount of coals we had. But we would have been fine even without it. We had a pretty solid deck. We didn't manage to find the exhausted developer item, so we'll continue the search tomorrow. As always, if you're enjoying the videos, please give them a like and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Until tomorrow guys, take care of yourselves and cheers for now.